Okay, so today we're going to be working on creating an FG knot from your braid to your leader. Whether you're using mono or floral, it's entirely up to you. The length you want it is entirely up to you. Probably recommend at least going about 30 to 50 feet at minimum for your leader. You're going to need some gloves, some scissors, a lighter, and of course your braid that you're tying it to. I had to reline braid from losing all but 20 feet of it, so I relined 80-pound braid 500 yards, and I'm just going to top shot it with 150 feet or 50 yards of floral. Alright, here we go. First thing you want to do is take your braid, give it a good wrap around your pinky finger there, some tension on there. I'm doing it on the ground right now because I wanted to get some contrast, the black on there. But normally I'll just do it on the pole with the pole standing up and get some, allow the pole to give you leverage that way. It's a bad piece of line, but it was kind of kinked. But yeah, so just take the end of your floral, okay, and we'll start with laying the floral right over the braid. Give yourself a little bit of room to work with, maybe about 4 or 5 inches, and you just, maybe I need to be a little bit closer. Take the floral, lay it right over the braid, leave yourself a little bit of room to work with, maybe about 4 or 5 inches or so, and lay it right on top of there, and you just give it a little twist under from the bottom. Now you go to the top side, twist under again, and you'll see it's starting to create little tiny X's. It's going to go back and forth like this, keeping it fairly taut. About 14 times should do it, 14 or 15 times. So normally I like to use that colored braid, but they didn't have any at POP, and you know, just use what you got, I guess. Anyway, so you take that one end, you lay it along your leader line. You take the other end of it and kind of just flop it right over. So you take that, it's flopped over the line there, so you're going to flop it over one more time, further down, leaving room to work with so that you can pass this line through this hole. So you want to pass it 5 times through here. This is the Rizzutto finish. This part's the FG knot, we're doing the Rizzutto finish now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as many times as you passed it through there, now lay this part over your FG knot. Keep this part a little bit neat. As many times as you pass it through there, we're going to go back with this loop over the other direction. So you're going to see that this starts unwinding itself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe one extra because I may have miscounted. Nope, that's right. So from here, you're going to want to put a little bit of saliva on there to get it. You don't want the line burning. And you're just going to cinch that down slowly, and the Rizzutto will close up onto itself. Now that the Rizzutto's cinched and pretty tight, you're going to want to put some gloves on for this, because now we're going to really lock that FG knot into the floral or mono, and what you want to do is you want to get it to really grip on and bite into there, so to create as tight a connection as possible. So you're going to want to put some gloves on for this part. So give that tag end to the braid a little tug, make sure it's nice and tight. Now you're going to hold your floral and your braid on the other side. Get it nice and taut. Really pull at it. You'll see it start curling just a little bit. That's okay. You just want it to really bite into, give it some force. You really want it to bite into that floral there. You can see I'm putting quite a bit of tension there, and that line's holding steady. That's the amount of force you want. So come back and tighten up that Rizzutto finish again. Nice and tight. Back to the floral again. And that should be a well cinched FG knot with a Rizzutto finish. So the Rizzutto finish kind of pulls back into the FG knot, so the two knots kind of work in conjunction with each other. Really nice tight knot. Never had any slippage issues there. What you want to do to finish this is kind of create a half hitch at the bottom. But you want to slide it all the way down, if possible, to the base of that Rizzutto knot. And that'll really give you that confidence that it's not going to slip out of there at all. So I kind of just use my fingers to push. Hope you can see it. I don't know how good the GoPros zoom in, but kind of just push the knot. Keep pushing it down all the way to the base. Get it as nice and tight as you can. Tighten it up. I like to do 2 half hitches. I try to get it right on top of each other. So it's like one ends up looking like one larger little ball at the end. Again, slide it all the way down if you can. Try to get it under that other half hitch if you can. If not, it's okay. Should hold regardless. But that's a nice tight FG knot with a Rizzutto finish. Just go ahead and we'll clip that spare piece off there. Nice and tight. And we will give that just a tiny, wet it again. Give that a tiny bit of a burn there. Careful not to burn into any of the main parts of the line. A little cinch. Keep that knot tight. Now with this, you can actually get, there's going to be almost zero slippage. So you can get pretty tight down there. And when you burn the floor, it'll create a little nub too, so it'll help hold it as well. So you can get pretty tight down there. I don't leave a whole lot when I do it. I don't know if it focuses in there. Really not a lot at all. Under 1/4 inch for sure. And the braid's still pretty damp, so I'd like to pinch it with my finger. And just give a little singe there. That is the FG knot to Rizzutto finish, and that looks good. Ready to catch another ahi. Let's go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helps. And tight lines out there. Stay safe.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell.